Dragii mei, astăzi pe Radio 3 Net îl avem pe Edwin Serrano, a.k.a. Lil Eddie, câștigător a 2 premii Grammy, fondator al grupurilor Fifth Harmony și CNCO, mâna dreapta lui Simon Cowell, alături de care a ajuns vocal coach la X Factor Statele Unite, iar mai apoi devine și jurat special la X Factor Malta și în varianta UK a X Factor. The Band, cel mai recent single al lui Statue, are deja 85 de milioane de streamuri worldwide, iar printre colaborările sale cu Usher, Jessie J, Maluma, Janet Jackson și mulți alții, iată, o adăugăm și pe Andra noastră pentru Invisible, piesă lansată doar de câteva ore. Hi Eddie, how are you?
Chefach, how you doing? I'm good. I'm happy to be here talking to you today.
So you just released a brand new song with our girl Andra. That's great, but I will surely ask you about that later. Please tell me, because I know you visited our country. I know. What's your take on my city, Bucharest? Because maybe you're aware of it or not, but most tourists or people who come in Romania and Bucharest all say mostly the same thing. Nice views, great food, beautiful women. Yeah, so a lot of crazy parties also going around in Bucharest. So what's your take on?
I love Romania. I love Bucharest. I love the culture. I love Old Town. I love Transylvania. I love the seaside. The food is amazing. I've been blessed to have really great friends like Smiley and everybody over there. Yeah. From Feli to just everybody over there. Casper's my brother. We've connected, and it's amazing. Like I feel like Romania is like my second home, my family. I've spent Easter over there, Christmas over there. Smiley and his family, his mom and his fathers, they're beautiful people, and Smiley is a great representation of Romania. And Casper is also, man, he's just a real guy. He's my brother, and the country's been amazing to me. I love everything about Romania, and it is a very, very dear place to my heart. And I've made some of the best music with some of the Romanian producers out there. And yeah, man, I will always keep coming back to Romania. And I'm so happy.
Are you coming back?
I'm coming back soon.
I'm gonna drop this question on you right here. When are you coming back? Since you love it so much.
I may be there as soon as a month or less, because I mean it's so important. Like, this is very big. It's a big honor to work with Andra, and always an honor to work with And I know that some people, will probably never get the opportunity to work with somebody so amazing like Andra, and someone that worked so hard and done so amazing for herself as an artist, and her team has been, very lovely to allow me to be on the song with her. Far more than just writing and producing, like to notice me as an artist and to notice that all the work I put in my career throughout the years, and it's a blessing. I'm just multimes, like times a million.
It really pays off, right?
Exactly. I'm so grateful and thankful to and Romania has been so good to me. Like I've done a feature with Sore. I had a song called Hitana with Clady that did really well in Romania, and it's just been a country that like I just feel very attached to. I learned a lot of cool words. Smiley taught me a lot of Romanian, and when I lived in London, I had a friend that I met in Romania, and he actually became my roommate when I was in London, just out there working by myself, didn't know anyone, and one of my best friends. So, and yeah, like I'm happy to be back and have a song that you guys are gonna supporting right now. It's amazing. Yeah. It's a blessing.
Chris Casper is also my homeboy, so we will meet for sure in about a couple of months when you will be returning. And Chris Casper, who so highly spoke of you and your achievements, and also about your work ethic. I would love to hear your if there is one recipe of success, or is it just all hard work? And give me that good advice for all the young talents out there. Because I know you started rough. I know you have a strong work ethic. Chris Casper told me a bit about it, but I'm hear it from you.
Oh, definitely. I think a major recipe to success is definitely drive and hard work, but also being honest with yourself and, you know, trying to master your craft and become greater at whatever it is that you want to do. Because when you prepare yourself, when you're prepared and the opportunity comes, preparation plus opportunity equals success, you know, and you have to be on top of your game. You have to be ready when opportunity knocks. It may not knock again. So when that opportunity comes, you have
Don't miss that train.
Don't miss it. Don't miss the train. You got to make sure you're ready for it. And as well, like, I always put God first. That's just me. I always put God first in my life. And I think that's the reason why I've been so blessed in relationships and how you treat people and how you connect with people and finding that thing you can meet in the middle with people. Like with Casper, it was so funny because I met Casper at Ha one day. And he's like, I was like, man, you gotta be a rapper or something. He's like, yeah, I rap, but I'm managing this artist. And I said, nah, you a rapper? He's like, yeah, I'm a rapper. And I'm like, you know what's so funny? My blood brother, my only brother, his name is Casper. And he said, yo, really? And he's like, yeah. And then I told him, he said his birthday was coming up. I said, when's your birthday? And he said, May 19th. And I said,
what?
Bro, my brother's birthday is May 19th.
So two brothers named Casper.
I have two brothers named Casper with the same birthday now. It's insane. It's amazing. It's a crazy story. And me and him connected really, you know, we really connected with that. And, you know, like whenever I was far away from my blood brother, Casper's always been there. I always been there for him. And he's a real, you know, that's my bro forever. Like,
yeah, he was
and we've always been close.
Supporting you on social media, on the stories, on the gram. And speaking of success, because you clearly made a name for yourself, and I bet you meet famous people like all the time, and for sure you hang around a lot of celebrities. Tell me about that feeling of having so many talented people around yourself all the time. Have new environments or new people changed who you are, or is it just like a misconception that famous people or stars are all stuck up when they are actually just human beings and normal and friendly behaved?
No, well, I think it's humbling to be around very successful people and talented people. It's always humbling because it keeps you on your P's and Q's, on your toes, and you realize, you know, how talented everyone in the world really is. Everyone has some sort of potential deep within them. And when it comes to like the reputation of a celebrity, like people forget that these are human beings who have to perform and always be, you know, always be ready for the camera, always be
on their A game.
On their A game. And sometimes, you know, we all just have a bad day, and they don't have the opportunity to just, you know, I always say, like, if a celebrity, imagine Cardi B, right?
Yeah.
Even someone like Smiley or Andra in your country, they can't just go to the coffee shop on a regular, because maybe they'll have to sign a lot of autographs or have to take a lot of pictures, and they would love that because they love their fans. But as well, if they have a million things to do that day, or they're feeling creative, or they're feeling sad, or just human, they're going through human life, and the person who was supposed to bring their coffee at 9 o'clock, and that's what they've been waiting for, doesn't arrive, that can become a big problem to a celebrity, because they can't just leave what they're doing to go get their own coffee. Yeah. So people have to understand, like, at the end of the day, everyone's human being and everyone feels emotions, and, you know, you have to smile and the show must go on, even when you're feeling sad or down or anything could be bothering you. Your toe could be bothering you, and you still have to keep going. You know, it's different for a celebrity. And
but how is it for you? Because not many people get to hang around Simon Cowell. I mean, you're his right hand. How was that experience for you?
He's an amazing man, yo. He's Simon Cowell is he's one of the most translucent, very direct people I've ever met, and I love that. I appreciate it. And he's very detailed, and I learned a lot about the details. He's the kind of guy that will notice the smallest thing that everyone could be overlooking, and you stop and you realize, wow, this is why you're Simon Cowell. This is why you are who you are, and why you have your success rate is so high. And it's truly humbling, and I've always, for the rest of my life, will feel so grateful to Simon Cowell. He, you know, I'm just a kid that was from New York that came from poverty, and I used to eat out of garbage cans, and he seen my, he seen my potential. And I worked very hard to impress him and the rest of the team, and to make a difference, and to learn and to keep learning. And I will always be grateful and indebted to Simon Cowell. He's one of the greatest human beings I've ever met as a person, the biggest heart. People have no idea how big his heart really is. It's amazing.
Well, it seems like the stardom and celebrity didn't hit you that hard, because I'm seeing that you're down to earth and still humble, since like you told me, you came a long way from being that kid in New York and having struggles. At the end of the day, I guess everything sums up to hard work, believing in yourself, and just how you've put it, not missing the opportunity.
Absolutely. Your English is amazing.
Thanks. Watch a lot of Cartoon Network. But now I would like to take you back in time. Yeah, I want to take you back in time to another feeling, like the one you had when hearing your song on the radio for the first time. I mean, how was it? Did you get nervous? Did you get goosebumps? I mean, hearing your song, or a song you sang or produced or whatever, for the first time on the radio. When was that?
It's always unreal. Like, well, I was very young. I was really young, like 15, 16. And I got discovered by P. Diddy, and I was working over there. And I was signed as an artist there. And I was writing a lot of music at that time over there as well, working on my album. And I was young, and I wrote Carl Thomas featuring LL Cool J single called She Is, and it was on the radio, and I was telling everyone, I wrote that, and no one believed me. And then the Billboard came out, and I proved that I was a part of the writing. And it's always, it's always like, it reminds you how, how you're just really a small fraction of something more important, and how chosen and special we are. We're just vessels. Like, I'm just a vessel, and for me to grab ideas from the air and create music that the world will sing later, and to know that, wow, this was a thought that became a sound, that became lyrics, that became a melody that the world now is listening to, and I'm hearing back. It's like trapped in time in a bottle, and it's one of the most unbelievable, magical. It's the evidence that there is a God, and the evidence that magic is real, Yeah. It's the evidence, yeah.
We'll speak about how you came to work at this new song with Andra just in a teensy-weensy minute. But till then, tell me, because we were talking about a pandemic and how we kind of moved everything in the online. What's your opinion about people nowadays doing almost everything on social media? Is it normal? Is it okay? Because the pandemic kind of pushed us to stay more on the gram, more on the Facebook, and kind of less interaction face to face. Is it good? I mean, people can like just imagine themselves or do anything online nowadays.
Yeah, I think there's some pros and some cons. I mean, we are in a world full of technology that will continue to advance, and is advancing so fast that every day we just see like how much evolution is happening like before our eyes. But I think if we could remember, now getting over the pandemic and walking out of the pandemic, if we could remember how it felt to miss the people we loved and to be scared to touch things or be scared to go outside, to be scared to breathe. And if we can remember those things, then I would encourage people to try to find that the times where life was a little more simple and what mattered most was, you know, not having the phone and really
human
engaging
interaction,
engaging with people when you know, a lot of times you're in a room talking to someone and then we're all on our phones talking to someone else. It's like, but there's people in the room, like we have to be.
Why not talk to each other? Yeah.
We have to be in the now, in this moment, because if anything was to happen, the most important people or thing is who is yourself first and whoever is around you. We're not gonna have the opportunity to call everyone we love. So we have to learn how to live in the moment, not the past or the future, but to appreciate what we have and the people around us. And even when we eat, we have to put things away and chew our food and be grateful for nutrients and what we have. When we drink water, be thankful for the water that's going to keep our body strong and healthy. And just we have to take baby steps, because it's hard, because we're seeing so much content so fast now. On Instagram, something can make you happy, sad, scared, you know, all these emotions in literally 20 seconds.
Or less,
you know?
Yeah.
Our mind is going to overload fast, but now we have to take time to just put our phones down and care about people again and love each other and care for our planet and care for the things that really matter, you know?
Yeah, I love your highly spiritual point of view. Maybe we will get to learn something after this pandemic. And now, please tell me, how did you get to work with our girl Andra on this new track released like just a couple of hours ago?
Wow. Let me tell you the crazy thing. This is the craziest story. And
I want to hear it all.
Shaban and Smiley could tell you. So the first time I ever came to Romania, they took me to a restaurant. There was this, and showed me Romanian food. And I was like, whoa, I was stuffed. They had to roll me out of there. But while we were eating, and I think it was some good polenta and it was some good food. I was just eating everything. But there was a voice that I heard on the radio. There was a song playing, and I was like, wow, who is that singing?
Fierce
like,
vocals.
Yeah, and they were like, this is Andra. And I was like, wow, she's amazing. And in my head, I said, wow, I want to really work with this artist, right? But that was something I manifested. I put in the air, right? So then I worked on this song, Invisible. And I was initially writing it for another artist. And the artist, I guess, the deal didn't happen with the guy.
Oh.
So the deal didn't happen with the guy, but the song was great. And I think Shaban and Smiley played my demo for Andra, and they loved it and they wanted to do the song. And then I was doing all this music and putting music out. And I think they all suggested like, hey, why don't you just stay on the record with her? And I was like, well, really? Like, that's crazy. And I was like, yeah, I would love that. You know, I would love to.
¿Por qué no?
Ya tú sabes. I would love to be on the record with Andra. She's amazing. And I was a fan of her vocal before I've met her before in the studio, like casually in passing once or twice, but she was busy and working. And I was like, nice to meet you, you know? Yeah, it was like a nice to meet you. She was always so polite, and her husband. And, but I never got to like work with her. And then that opportunity happened, and they asked me to stay on the song, and I was like, please make sure this comes out. Like, it has to come out. And, you know, the pandemic slowed things down, but we came back around and figured it out, and bada boom, bada bang, you know?
Here it is.
Yeah, and it's just a blessing. Like, honestly, like, people don't know, but I know, because I spent time in Romania. Whoa, some of the voices in Romania are insane. Like, I don't know if it's something in the water, if it's something you got, I don't know how, but the singing, the talent level in Romania is insane. Like Shaban from Ha Ha, I think he's the most craziest musician producer I've ever met in my life. He's a walking music note. Like, he can do, that guy is insane. Like, and then there's another producer I worked with named Eddie, Andre, Mihai, and he's like insane. Like, the talent is just insane in Romania. And some of the best work and songs I've ever worked on has been in Romania. Even like the Nicky Jam song I worked on, I actually was in Romania when I started to write that song, and it became like one of the biggest songs in the world. And I started that in Romania. That's crazy.
Oh, nice to hear that. So I know you're gonna come back in a couple months here in Romania, in Bucharest. Yeah. So what else? What future plans? Give me all the scoop on it.
Yeah, man. I'm just writing and producing. I'm working with so many artists, Latin artists.
Something in Hollywood cooking.
Yeah, I've been cooking. So I did some stuff. I did a song with Danny Lay. I have so many songs coming out with a country artist named Leah Turner. I have so many projects and artists, and then a lot of development. Young Raph, I'm working on Young Raph, and he's just a future of Spanglish artist, and he's just amazing, talented, and creative, innovative, funny, humorous, but incredibly vulnerable artist. Ario, I have my production team, Broken Hearts Club. We've been working on our music, and like I said, I have so many videos done that I just did in the last few months, ready to release. And worked on some of the productions with me as well. And I'm just excited. I'm so excited for all this music to come out. Like, I can't wait.
Well, I cannot wait to have your songs and the other that you're working on in our playlist right here at Radio Trainet. Lil Eddie, thanks so much for accepting our invite. And yeah, Lil Eddie, guys, this is
Thank you so much.
A wrap.
Thank you so much for your time.
That's a wrap.
Mucho and Papa Pepu. I think that's how you say it.
Say it like Papa te poop.
Papa te poop. Yeah, see? Papa te poop.
Yeah, great
Thank
ear,
you so
man.
much. Honestly, means a lot.
Yeah. Thank you, Lil Eddie, and have a great night. Sleep tight. It's afternoon here, but thanks for taking your time to speak with us. And can't wait to meet you here.
Can't wait to meet you too.
Bye, Eddie. Bye.